So you know that we've showed you. So before the war started in Ukraine, everybody in the West knew that there was a big Nazi problem in Ukraine.
Well, look at those tiki torches.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, was that the brothers?
Were they in Charlottesville?
That was a solidarity march, I believe, wasn't it? Was Charlottesville?
So this is from March 19th, 2018.
Right.
So that's what they used to say at Reuters, that Ukraine's got a neo-Nazi problem. At The Nation, they used to say neo-Nazis and far-right are on the march in Ukraine. 5 years after the Maidan uprising, anti-Semitism and fascist inflected ultranationalism are rampant.
Lev Golinkin was the guy who came on when Aaron was hosting, and he explained Ukraine very well, I thought.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Now, let's go to the ADL. So that's the Defense League. Is it the... What is that?
Anti-Defamation
Anti-Defamation
League, which has
League.
always been a piece of shit organization, but this is correct, right? What they have here.
So watch what they say. So this is from 2019, before the Ukraine war. The ADL, the American, what is it called?
Anti-Defamation
The
League.
Anti-Defamation. I can never remember that.
Yeah, they're just a money-making organization like a Southern Poverty Law Center and all those other ones. They just like scam.
They're the ones who said Boogaloo Boys were not racist. The ADL said the Boogaloo Boys were not.
I hope they've corrected that.
I hope so. The Ukrainian extremist group called the Azov Battalion has ties to neo-Nazis and white supremacists. This is what the ADL said in 2019. The Ukrainian extremist group called the Azov Battalion has ties to neo-Nazis and white supremacists. Our latest report on international white supremacy details how they try to connect with like-minded extremists from the United States.
Yeah, I love that because remember Talia Lavin, that crazy chick that was got fired from NYU for, she had a whole book about, she went undercover with Nazis. And
yeah.
I remember reading her article about her dangerous. Basically, she went on a dating site and pretended to be not Jewish. It was all Ukrainians. And I'm like, I didn't really know about this stuff at the time. And I'm like, well, I don't care if they're Nazis in Ukraine. This isn't undercover. Now all of a sudden nobody's
talking about that. So here it is. So hang on. So here they are saying that they're in 2019. The ADL says that they're Nazis, right? And they're trying to expand. Well, now they say that they're no longer far right.
No, you just got to pay them, right?
Now they're no longer.
That's great. They took care of that problem. Thanks a lot.
So here's what they said. They said, so the Gray Zone got a letter from the ADL, and this is what they said to the Gray Zone. When it was created in 2014, the Azov Brigade was a private military group fighting the then annexation of Crimea. During this period, it was a group that had a clear far-right influence. In late 2014, the group was brought in as part of the Ukrainian National Guard and renamed the Azov Regiment. When this happened, the Ukrainian government investigated the group and claims to have expelled it of these far-right members.
Claims to? So in 2018 or whatever, this was a problem.
Yeah, but now
they took care of it that quickly. And well, we can't check on that, can we?
But they said in 2014 they already got rid of it. But it's weird because in 2019 you were still saying that they were Nazis, and here they are saying that in 2014 they got rid of it.
Well, they were mistaken. Someone from Ukraine called up and claimed that. That's great.
So
they said they did it.
It was also during this time that its founder, Andriy Blitsky, left Azov and has since worked in a greater Azov movement, including founding far-right political party, the National Corps. In essence, there was a split between the military unit Azov and the political goals of its founding members. Of course, this is not to say that they have successfully removed all far-right elements from their ranks, but our Center on Extremism also does not see Azov regiments as the far-right group it once was.
ADL has been a absolute bullshit organization as long as I've known about them. Like it's all like this kind of feeding frenzy of funding for there's Nazis so they were fundraising off the danger of Nazis everywhere. Then they probably got better funds or threatened by the government to not say that anymore.
So I'm going to guess both.
Yeah.
I would guess they probably got threatened, pressured by people in government, Israeli government. So people want, isn't it wild to see Jon Stewart give a Nazi a medal? Right? Jon Stewart, Jewish guy, give a Nazi a medal over Ukraine. Here's the ADL papering over Nazis in Ukraine. It's nuts.
Kind of reminds me of the end of World War II when America, grabbed all those Nazis and brought them here and protected them. And like, as soon as it's useful, we had no problem with Nazis. Unless you don't like being censored on Twitter, and then you're the worst kind of Nazi.
We had Jeffrey Sachs on earlier today, and I wanted him to ask him about this. Is what I wanted to ask him about. This, and this. And we didn't have time. But maybe next time we have him on, we'll be able to ask him about this.
I know I should have credited Gray Zone on
and this
on Rogan, but I just forgot. And he put the article up, so I figured you could see it.
Okay. It's nuts. So up is down, black is white, and everything that George Orwell and Aldous Huxley ever wrote, you're living in it.
Well, this is not, but like 180 World or something. ADL was always a piece of garbage, phony. Like, I've never respected anything they've said. Anytime someone quotes them, I'm like, you might as well quote Media Matters or David Brock. That they're like David Brock kind of pieces of shit. Do you know what I mean? Like, they've never been valid.
I don't know much about the ADL.
Oh, treat yourself.
I was surprised to find out that they investigated the Boogaloo Boys and found out that the Boogaloo Boys were not racist, unlike the Proud Boys, who were. And that's because the Boogaloo Boys were invented as a reaction to the Proud Boys. And nobody... So I probably got botted. When I covered that guy, I got totally botted. That's what happened. Hey, we're doing live stand-up comedy in Los Angeles, December 9th, 16th, 23rd, and 30th. And we're going to be in Tempe, Milwaukee, Minneapolis, Nashville. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for all those tickets. See you there.